What is up, everybody? Happy Wednesday. Welcome to episode 5 of Comping with Kyle. I'm your host, Kyle. This is my awesome co-host for the week, Tanner.
What's up, guys? Happy hump day. Excited to be on the show.
Let's get it. Last time me and Tanner started off the show by just talking a little bit about some of the trends that we're seeing as the market's shifting. So honestly, really not much has changed from last week. Have you noticed much of a change?
Not. It's still been tough. The prices of these homes are dropping still, and we're still seeing them come down. So that's always good. But these buyers are still being cautious. So we're trying to get these deals steep right now.
Yep. Most definitely. If you guys watch any other real estate related show, I'm sure every other channel is talking about it. Buyers are still buying, but they just need deals deeper.
Yep.
So something that I heard on a podcast that I was watching earlier in the week is what's important to stay ahead of the game in real estate investing is not looking at where the puck is at now, but looking at where the puck is going. So right now, we're seeing a lot of buyers biting around like 60 to 65% of ARV on deals. But we got to, be looking ahead. We can't be running our numbers on that forever because, the market's always changing. And it's rapidly heading towards 50 to 55%, even 45% of ARV, depending on how bad of a condition the house is in, how much work it needs, if it needs permits, if it needs additions, all that kind of stuff. So, us as, wholesalers or investors need to really kind of just shift our mindset and realize that, a deal that might have worked $100,000 more 2-3 months ago is not going to work now.
Yep, exactly.
So we just have to, make sure that we're staying on top of it. So that's what we want to do on this show is just, give you our thought process behind how we're running deals and run them for your guys' deals to help add value to you guys.
Yes, sir.
Let's see. Anything else we got exciting?
I saw that Nick and James already commented address for us to look at. Let's go, guys. We'll definitely take a look at those.
Yep. We've kind of been running them on like a first come, first served kind of basis. I had a couple of people from our Discord text me and give me some addresses to comp. So if you guys want to be a part of that private Discord, the link will be below. The link's in our bio. The link's all over. But make sure you get in that Discord and be interacting with, like-minded investors in that agent investor community. And I'll probably give you priority on comping deals if you send them to me on Discord.
But yeah, Discord's a great way to stay connected with the whole team, and if you have any questions, we'd be happy to help and you'll get a quick answer.
Yep, most definitely.
Do you want to start off with that one in the Discord?
Yep. Okay. Let's start off. So we got one that was highly requested in Scottsdale. So let's swap on over to that. Jay, can I see my screen?
Yeah.
Cool.
8150
East Osborne. Oops. All right, so it looks like this is an on-market MLS deal. Sorry, I had it set to a year. Listed. Yeah, let's first get familiar with the subject property, what we're looking at here. Again, if you guys are new to comping and you need some guidelines, you just need some steps to know where to get started when you're first looking at a property, go to agentinvestors.com/comp. I wrote out a whole 5-step in-depth process of how we run our deals, what we're looking for, and kind of the main points that we're looking for when we're comping a deal. So let's check this one out. Something I did notice right off the bat is it looks like we are right on Osborne Road. For those of you that might be asking, I'm using Monsoon, which is the tax records for Arizona. If you're not in Arizona, you won't have access to this. You also have to be a licensed agent to have access. Oh, this must have been taken during Christmas. But yeah, so it doesn't look like a super main road. It
does have the yellow
it's got
lines.
The yellow painted lines. Looks like it's 25 mile an hour though. Oops, went a little bit too far. Hopefully you guys saw the speed limit sign there. So yeah, it's a 25 mile an hour. It's not like a 45 mile an hour main road or anything, but just something you always want to double check. All right. We are a 3-bed, 2-bath. We're 1,300 square feet, 1-story, built in 1958, no pool, no garage. We just have a 1-car carport.
Okay, is that's probably the whole neighborhood with carports then?
Yeah, we'll have to see.
Let's see.
Just flip through some photos just to kind of get an idea. Okay. So the house just definitely needs some cosmetic updating.
Yeah, I don't think it needs anything too crazy along the lines of rehab.
Yeah, just from a quick glance through the photos, it doesn't look like you're going to be, doing anything crazy. Let's check out our comps.
Looks good.
All right, so this one right off the bat, I'm just going to double check the size, but I see this one's like 2,000 square feet.
Yeah, it's a big one.
That's way too big, and that one has a pool, so that's not going to be a comp. Another 2,200 square feet. That one's like 1,000 square feet bigger than us. All right, so right now I like looking at the actives almost as much as the sold comps because it gives you an idea of what the market likes and what the market doesn't like. Especially stuff that's been sitting for a while. This one was listed on the 22nd of July, so like 5 days or so ago. But it's listed at 730 and it's a 3.2, 1,600 square feet with no pool. But it looks like this one does have a one-car garage.
Oh, okay. Is it remodeled on the inside?
Let's see.
Yeah.
Oh, look at those blue cabinets. Those are kind of cool.
It's pretty unique.
It does look like somebody did some work in here. A little hack, if you guys are in Arizona and you have access to Monsoon and the tax records, you can actually go click on tax and see. So, yeah, it looks like Front Porch Homes LLC. Anytime I see an LLC that buys a house, I don't know about you, but I normally assume that that's an investor. Most, normal people that are just buying a primary residence don't buy it in an LLC.
Yeah.
But it looks like they bought it at $590,000 June 16th.
So they only had their hands on it for like a month.
Yeah, so it looks like a pretty quick turn and burn. I don't know if this was like a super lipstick flip or if it was more of like what is called like a wholesale, where they kind of just come in, clean up the house, carpet paint, and spend a very minimal budget. But regardless, they're listed at 730, and they were a little bigger than us. Okay, we've got one under contract. It's 1,500 square feet, a 4.2.
These are a bit bigger than us.
A little bigger, but this one's under contract. Was also listed middle of June, so it does look like there might be some activity.
Shoot.
Sorry, the photos are lagging on here. Okay, yeah, here we go. You want to just keep an eye on the comments, see if anybody has any questions that pop up that we can go through? Cool.
Oh, yeah. How do you identify? Oh, no. Sure. Appreciate the look, gentlemen. Of course, Matt. Which roads to block off? What do you think he means by that?
How do you identify which roads to block off? I'm not sure what you mean by that, James. If you're meaning like, how do you tell like if a house is on like an undesirable road? If I'm completely off on interpreting your question, just re-ask it. But you don't want anything that would be like, for example, Hayden Road here. If you have something like this, 620,000, you drop the little guy on the main road here. You see, there's a little bit of a it almost looks like a pass-through drive, but they're right on the main road. There's 6 lanes of traffic. People going 45 miles an hour. Hayden's a very major road in Scottsdale, so that's definitely going to bring your ARV down as opposed to a house that was in a neighborhood on a quieter street. Yeah. So I hope that answered it. But all right, so we've seen a couple comps that are active in the area. And I'm kind of seeing, right around that 730 mark. Now let's see if there's any sold comps that, prove that something will sell for that price. Got 1,900. That's
I couldn't find anything
bigger
that
than
was
us.
13, 14. That one was 1,400. What did that one saw? 642.
642. That's
No
pretty
pics.
low.
Yeah.
But that might be a good reference because it looks like the 2020 Properties LLC. It looks like it was bought off market back in May for 642. So it might be good to dive into this and see, was this a cash purchase? Maybe give these guys a call. Financing was hard money. So there you go. That's a pretty good indicator that somebody either bought this as, a rental, an Airbnb, some sort of investment. So I'd definitely be giving these guys a call and seeing, hey, like, are you interested in the area? I've got this under contract, or I'm about to lock it up at this price. All right. 1687. It's a couple hundred square feet bigger than us, but let's just see, because this is another pending.
Ooh, that one's nice too. Red front door.
Yeah, very red front door. Okay. Yeah, this house definitely looks to be in decent shape. It's a 3, 2.5, a little bigger than us, also no pool. But this one does have a 2-car garage, but it's pending at 700. I always just like to look. Yeah, no, this one doesn't look like it was an investor.
Just a normal buyer.
Yep.
So I'm gonna
clean up my tabs here. What are your thoughts, Tanner? Tell me while I'm looking to see if there's any good sold comps here.
I haven't seen too many good comps in my opinion. The ones we did see that sold recently in the 700s, they were 300-400 square feet bigger than us. Maybe they also have a garage instead of a carport. So it kind of just hurts our value when it comes to that. It also does go on that Osborne Road, which isn't a big deal. It just means the deal has to be better.
Right.
So,
right, it has to be at a price that's appropriate for an investor to take that risk.
Yeah, exactly. But I think at 620, this is very overpriced.
Yeah,
I can't even. Do you want to pinpoint an ARV?
Yeah.
Let's see.
I just wanted to really make sure I look around and check out all the comps up on the screen here. I was looking at an 800. Oh yeah, this 805 here. This one has a pool.
They do have a carport though.
Yeah, carport. It looks decently nice. I think I saw that. Yeah, it has a 1-bed, 1-bath casita in the back. So while this one's not perfectly updated and brand new, it sold 100,000 more than the ones that are active, probably because of that casita in the pool. Got a 700 here. That's a couple hundred square feet bigger than us. So yeah, it seems like we're a small house in a big neighborhood, which in a general sense is pretty good because, you can kind of, work your value up to, it would be very hard to have like a 1,300 square foot house that sold for, 600,000 and then try to justify, an enormously crazy higher price for a 2,200 square foot house.
Yeah.
Just because, if they're both in the same condition and it's just a difference of size.
Yeah, you can't argue the value just based off the size of the home,
completely. Yeah. You can't base it completely on that. So it's definitely better to be a smaller house in a house of bigger,
for sure,
neighborhoods. But I'm thinking that our ARV is probably going to be somewhere in the low 700s on this one.
Yeah.
Since we're smaller than some of the others, I'm thinking probably close to 700 flat, maybe 715.
I would have to agree with 700.
700.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. So let's toss some numbers in the calculator and see where we go. We're 14.
700,000 when we're all said and done with the rehab.
Let me see. How much are you thinking for rehab?
The pictures didn't look too bad. I think we could just do a nice cosmetic one. It's built in 58. Maybe take account for that.
I'm a little worried about the roof and the AC, and maybe some of the other big ticket items. So I'm going to be a little bit more conservative and probably go 85,000 on this one.
Yeah.
And that might even be a little bit on the low side. If all the big ticket items are in good shape, then I think that's probably a good spot to be at.
Yeah, and you do a good rehab. You got to make sure you put out a good product, especially because there's a lot of stuff for sale in that area. So these buyers are going to have a lot of options.
Exactly.
So you have to make sure that you have the best product.
Yeah. And then if you have an investor wanting to, close in that carport area and make it a garage,
it's going to cost.
That it all comes down to cost. So, on this one, I would definitely check with your buyers and see what their plans are for a property like this, and that'll kind of help you determine ARV. Here's another one that's been active since for a little over a month now. No pool and a carport. That's about the same size as us, listed at 720. So.
Oh, okay. I think
So 700.
That shows us that 720 wouldn't work.
Yeah.
Yeah. So with the $700,000 ARV, what do you think for profit? Go 15
profit,
for
yep.
sure.
Yep. So we're running 15% profit at a minimum, and that 15% is based off of the ARV. So 15% of ARV is what we're doing. So that comes out to what, 105 or so thousand. We've got some holding costs as well. Probably $10,000 to $12,000 of holding costs. You want to add a wholesale fee in there as well. So we're probably looking around 430 on this one is probably where I think you'd get some bites.
Yeah, for sure.
And an interesting recommendation that I've been hearing is like whatever you think is a good buy price, take an additional $10, $15, $20,000 off. Just, I know that's a little bit hard to explain, especially when you're breaking down your numbers to an agent. But if you're just, putting in an offer, you don't have a buyer lined up on it, definitely give yourself a little bit of wiggle room. Because, the worst thing to do is, to lock something up with an agent, get them excited that, hey, yeah, I can commit to this price, and all your buyers come in, $30,000, $40,000 below. And then you're like, crap.
Yeah. And maybe a month ago they could have done that, but it's good to take that extra caution especially when approaching a deal in this time right now.
Definitely.
Cool. Yeah, I would say that one around 430 would be a good deal.
Yep. 430. Matt, I know that was yours, man. Let us know if you get it locked up.
Yeah.
I had another one that somebody sent me in the Discord. It was Cyrus, I believe.
Someone asked us a question. We'll answer real quick.
Sure.
Why don't you guys use the comp button on Monsoon?
Honestly,
I've tried it before.
I've never used it before. It's not a bad tool, but I just kind of like doing my own due diligence and my own research and kind of looking in the area for myself, just so I can be a little bit more confident.
Yeah.
That's just kind of where I'm at.
Yeah, I've used the comp button before on the tax records, and sometimes I'll notice that they'll cross main streets, which we stay away from.
Yeah.
And they'll also miss houses that were good comps that maybe it just didn't show up in their criteria they put in. So I just, like Kyle said, like to do my own due diligence, and that button's always there if we just need a double checker.
Yeah. And yeah, I mean, if you're new and you wanted to like kind of manually comp it first, like we've been doing, and then hit the comp button or use that comp tool, and kind of, look over it and see like, hey, how close was I? Did I miss anything? Was there anything that I had that maybe shouldn't be? So it's a good comparison, but it's not something that I would rely on solely. But that's a good question though.
You said you want to look at one in Discord, right?
Yeah. Matt said we'll do 700 ARVs where I was at 440 was my maximum allowable offer. Tricky one. Thanks, guys. Yeah, man. It's, it's definitely hard, especially when you're at, they're listed at 620. So trying to, set the expectation with the realtor of like, hey, you got to go back to your client and tell them that we're going to need to be like, almost $200,000 below what you were asking. Excuse me. That's always a little bit of a difficult conversation, but that's why you just really have to be confident in your numbers.
Mm-hmm.
And make sure you know what you're talking about. Make sure you've ran your numbers properly. Maybe get another set of eyes on it from somebody else that you trust, another wholesaler, an actual buyer. And that'll just give you the confidence to be able to be like, hey, I understand if I might not be your best offer, but here's where I'm at. Let me know if anything changes and your seller just needs a quick, convenient cash offer.
Yeah. If they're not going to go for it, it's always good to be the one who says, look, I know this isn't going to work out, but if for whatever reason your sellers need to go for a lower price, then I'm here for you, or we'll just move on and go to the next one.
Yeah, 100%. All right. Yeah, I got one here in Privy that Cyrus sent in the Discord. I think it's in Minnesota, maybe. 4312. Brook Avenue. Yep, Minneapolis.
You said Minneapolis?
Yeah, I think these are the same one. We got this one and then this one here.
That one says a 3-2, and then it said that one. Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, 3-2. Okay, they're the same thing. All right, let's check it out. So it looks like this is an off-market property. We're a 3-bed, 2-bath, just shy of 1,500 square feet. It shows that there's a 416 square foot basement, built in 1940.
This looks like a pretty cool neighborhood.
Excuse me. Let's see what is sold. Yeah, so it doesn't really look like there's been a lot of activities or sales in the neighborhood. Let me see if I can move. Let me redraw the.
Yeah, was everything in this vicinity, did it sell in 2021? I think that's what it said.
From what it was showing there. Let's see if I can get anything better. on this side.
Yeah. Oh.
Okay, there we go. Looks like we've got a couple 2022s now.
Okay, nice.
All right. First one, let's take a look at Salem Ave. So similar year build. It's got one extra bedroom, same bath, and it's about 100 square feet bigger. And this one sold in June, middle of June.
Okay,
no
nice.
photos.
Can I see the outside again?
Yeah.
Looks like it could be nice inside.
Maybe.
Can't assume, but
yeah, you never want to assume. It's always hard to tell. Let's see. Property history. Let's see. I don't know why it shows that it was sold on June 1st and then again on the 17th, but it says the same price and same person. So I'm going to probably assume that this one is not flipped. So
yeah.
But okay, we got 575 there, which is still a crazy difference from. Well, okay, it's not listed at 127. My bad. I thought we were listed at 127.
What is that number for?
It looks like that's what they bought it at in 2010 when it was last sold.
Okay.
But okay, we got another one here. We've got a 3-bed, 3-bath, a little over 1,500 square feet, built in 1951. Also no photos. 820 though. That's
oh my god.
It's a very high price.
That must be a good part of town.
Let's see again. Yeah, it sold back in February, so not right off the bat. I'm not seeing a ton of recent
Mark
good
said,
comps.
Click all activity for more sold. Oh wow.
Good call, Mark.
Thanks, Mark.
Thanks, man.
Appreciate it, man. It made a big difference.
Honestly.
It must, okay, yeah, I don't know why it wasn't checked.
Yeah, that is weird. Apologize for that. But yeah, thanks, Mark. Appreciate you, man.
Damn. Yeah, we can make the circle a bit smaller now. Jose, what do you put in the email to the agent when sending your offer?
That's a good question. So if it's an on-market property that's listed, I normally give the agent a call first. Unless I'm going to be able to actually, regardless, if I'm able to offer full list price or over, which is pretty rare nowadays, almost never happens. But regardless, I'm going to call the agent and just say, hey, how's it going? My name's Kyle. I'm an investor. I was looking at your listing. I'm interested in it. Do you guys currently have any offers right now? If they're saying, yeah, we've got some that are 20, 30K below list. But it's not what the seller's looking for. And in your mind, okay, I'm going to have to offer 60K below list. I'm probably not submitting an offer on that one because they already have better options. Yeah. Like they already have better opportunities for their client. So in that case, I'm just like, okay, yeah, you know what? I don't think I'd be able to justify the same price as those investors. It's, it's all good. Keep me in the back of your mind. Even if this one doesn't work out for us, keep me in mind for the next one.
Yeah.
And then when you are sending the actual offer, you don't really have to include a whole ton. If you've already talked to them on the phone, they should be expecting an offer. Yeah. What do you think?
Yeah. Well, if you're saying, what do you put in the email? Usually we list who the buyer is and the earnest money amount and the close date and the inspection period. And it's all the things that go into the contract. But as far as the email goes, like talking to the agent, we try to have all those conversations over the phone. It just builds the relationship better. And so it's a conversation versus just emailing back and forth.
Yeah, for sure. I hope that answered your question. But yeah, it just in the actual email that we're sending is pretty much just the offer and just like, hey, thanks for considering our offer.
But yeah, Jose, if you did need like a little template or a little bit of help just so your emails look structured when you email these agents, just if you want to go in the Discord, you could ask that question and one of us would help you.
Yeah, for sure. All right.
Yeah, let's keep looking.
Now that Mark got us back on the right track here, we've got a 3-bed, 3-bath built in 1941. Okay.
I like that house.
Looks like
got a nice homey vibe.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah, and that one just sold the 25th.
That looks like a good comp. It's close to us.
Yep, definitely going to keep that one in mind. We got a 2-1 here. That's going to be too small. I don't want to see that one. Got a 4-2, 1400. Okay, yeah, let's see if this one's remodeled at all. If so, it looks like this might be a good comp as well.
The price points are so much different.
I know. All right, so this one looks a little bit outdated in comparison to the other.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
whoa, that one's huge. Let's see what we got. The 380 here. That's a 2-bed, 2-bath, 865. Too small. Don't want to see that one. 2,000 square feet. That's probably going to be too big. All right. We've got something here.
Yeah.
What's this 1754? It's sold end of June. This one was built in 1959, so it's about 19 years newer than us. So
looks like they have 5 bedrooms in there.
Oh, yeah, you're right. They do. 5-bed, 4-bath with a basement. Yeah, this one's probably a little bit too big for us to use as a comparable.
Yeah.
Good call on the 5 beds. 1.25. 4-bed, 4-bath. Built in 2012. Definitely can't use that one as a comp. They're closer to being built 100 years apart than our minimum of 9 or our maximum of 9. 2-2, got a 3-2.
That one,
All right.
yeah.
Let's see what we got going on here. Another 1941, 4-2, similar square footage as us. Pictures are lagging.
What was the other one around? The one that had the nice homey vibe. What did that one sell at?
I think 630 something.
I knew it was mid 600s.
Okay, yeah, this one looks pretty similar to the other one. Again, these houses to me don't look like brand newly like renovated, but it looks like they were like well kept, and
yeah,
they're nice homes. They're not outdated, or at least I don't think so. So yeah, let's see. What was the first one that we had? It was 637, and now we've got a 621. Or maybe 650.
Yeah, I say.
Okay. Let's see if we've got anything else. Let's check this one because this one also sold in June. Oh wait, I clicked on the wrong one. That's my fault. Yeah, 650. See if we've got anything else in the high 5s, low 6s.
There's a lot of activity in this area.
Yeah, no, for sure. All right, looks like this is another good one. No pictures on this one. Yeah, this is that first one that we looked at, the Salem one. Okay, I'm thinking, Tanner, what do you think on ARV?
I was thinking somewhere in the lower 600s. What were you thinking?
I was thinking probably somewhere like in between, 630 and 650.
Okay.
Just because, you have two pretty solid comps. And, you got this other 575 here. It doesn't have any pictures. So I would maybe dig a little further into that, see if that actually is remodeled or not. If so, maybe bring ARV down a bit. But I don't think that there's any reason that it wouldn't sell for around 630.
Yeah, for sure.
650 would really be pushing it. So probably going to go 630.
I agree with 630. I think that's a solid number.
Cool.
Be confident in that.
Yep. And then, so we're 1452. What do you think on rehab? I don't think we had any photos. We don't have any photos on this one. So that makes it a little bit hard. Kind of like a general rule of thumb that Brandon taught me is if I don't have any pictures to look at the property, I'm probably running it at least 100,000. It might just be because I don't actually, you guys might have the photos and might be able to do a little bit better. But if I was running it at 1452, it's an older home from the 40s. So maybe run it at, $55 a square foot. So I'm thinking maybe 80, 85, somewhere in that range.
Keep it at 85.
85.
Profit, let's see, 70.
Profit, yeah, you probably are wanting probably around 90.
Yeah.
95, even 100. Giving your investors a little bit more than 15% definitely won't hurt them.
Yeah.
And then add your wholesale fee in there. You're probably looking around 380 for the offer on this one. Which what does that come out to? So that comes out to about 60% of ARV. Just for a reference, everybody says between 45 and 60% of ARV is where deals are selling right now. We still like to do our due diligence, run our numbers, and see if it makes sense.
Yeah.
So at this one, you'd be buying it at about 60% of ARV. If you know for a fact that none of your buyers will pay over 60% of ARV, then maybe you need to go back and run that down a little bit. Maybe you need to be closer to 640, 650 because, hey, I know so-and-so will buy at 60% of ARV, but that doesn't leave me any room to add a fee.
Yeah.
So make sure you're keeping your best interest in mind.
Yeah, I would say it'd be worth a shot if like this area had lots of activity. The comps were solid. So I would think that a deal in this neighborhood at 60% of ARV would have a good chance of being sold. But maybe if you're a little less confident in it, I would try to stick around that 50% of ARV just so you can make sure it gets sold.
Cool.
Yeah, so that deal, I would say 380. That's a good price for that one. Let's see.
All right, let's get some of the deals that came in very first. So Nick and James.
Yeah, right. We'll look at your deal right now, Nick, the Vegas one.
All righty. Let's run it up.
2311 Burnham.
Burnham Ave.
Yes, sir.
All righty. So we are listed active on the market 13 days ago for $255,000. We are a 3-bed, 2-bath, 975 square feet, built in 1960.
Some small bedrooms.
No kidding. Ooh, look at that! Look at that pink.
Find someone that'll love it.
Yeah, honestly, my guess is this thing's probably original from the 60s, including this oven. So yeah, definitely needs some updating. Remember, guys, especially right now, make sure you're always getting information on the big ticket items, the roof, the AC. Have they been replaced within the last, 8 years or so? If not, that's something you might need to account for.
Yeah.
Let's run the comps. Let's see what we got. I'm going to check the all activity button here. I don't know why it unchecks itself every time.
I know. Changes the game.
All right, so it looks like we've got a lot under contract in this area, but I'm going to see what has sold most recently. All right, so we got a 4-bed, 2-bath, 2,400 square feet, just huge. So I'm just going to go ahead and actually eliminate some of these right off the bat. Oops. So like that's going to be too big. That's going to be too big. That's over 500 square feet bigger than us. This should be fine. Should be good. Too big.
1178. We could take a look at that.
Yeah, 1178. That's fine. This is going to be too big. Too big.
Seems like we're the smallest house.
We'll maybe keep an eye out. We'll maybe take a look at that one. Maybe these are some good ones to start with.
Yeah.
This sold in June 23rd. Looks like it's a 3-bed, 2-bath, 1,100 square feet, built in 1962. So pretty similar to us. It does have a lot that's double the size of ours. That's something to note. Not necessarily does not make it a comp, but just something to keep in mind. And it looks like this one was purchased at 208, and it was flipped, sold for 385. That's what the data that Privy is telling me here.
Okay. Sold recently, back last month.
Yeah. Oh, okay. This one has a pool. I don't think that we had a pool.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay, I definitely don't think that this one was flipped.
I wonder if someone just did a wholesale and didn't even touch it.
Maybe. Let's see.
Cleaned up the backyard.
Let's look at the property history. Yeah, it looks like it was bought in January of 2022 for $208,000, and then it was listed May 23rd for $370, and then it sold for $385.
I wonder if those pictures.
Yeah, I wonder if the pictures are outdated, but
yeah,
I'm gonna probably assume that. So I think 385 is probably a good comp.
Yeah.
You got another one here at 370.
It's kind of big.
Yeah, it is. It is kind of a bit bigger than us.
Mm,
I was hoping that there'd be some pictures so I could get a point of reference, though.
yeah.
Okay. Oh, why does it keep scrolling down like that? It's freaking out. All right. Yep. Definitely had some work done to it. But yeah, like you said, it's a 4-bed, 2-bath, and it's 1,400 square feet. So it's 400 square feet bigger than us.
Yeah, it gives us a point of reference, but that's not a comp.
Yeah.
Let's
see what else good we've got. What about this 228? Let's see what this lower one's all about. Four two 1296. Man,
it's being weird.
Yeah, it keeps scrolling down for some reason.
No pics.
Yeah, no pictures.
Let's see.
There were some 708 square foot ones here that I wanted to see.
Should we look at the, yeah. Let's look at the,
okay,
let's
yeah.
look at the 173.
64,000. That one definitely hasn't had any work done to it.
Definitely not.
Let's see what this one's all about. I bet no pictures.
Damn. 2-1. Yeah, this is kind of
great
weird
home
one.
Located near 95th and Eastern is a great investment. Extensive water damage. Okay, yeah. So looks like this sold at 173 in probably pretty bad condition. It's got extensive water damage. So now we're kind of starting to get back into stuff that sold in May. Let's see, what about this 300 here? That one's decently within our range of square footage. Oh, and it has pictures. Cool.
All right, let's go.
Oof. This thing is rough. All right. Yeah. 300. Let's see if there's anything good throughout May, and then kind of that one's gonna be too big. Too big. Too big. Too big. Too big. Looks like we got another 386. That's in the 1,300 square foot range. Okay. This one looks clean.
32. Just hard that we're not even over 1,000 square feet, you know?
Yeah. All right. So I think this is the second one in like the 380s that we've seen, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we saw the.
One of them had a pool and was bigger. That one was bigger with a big lot.
Yeah, this one had a pool. Yeah, I don't think you're going to be able to push ARV to anything really crazy just because of how small we are.
Yeah, I agree.
There's not even really like a ton of comps to support what a remodeled house of 975 square feet would sell for. You could maybe sell it for around 400 if you were to add, 400 square feet. Not a lot of people looking to do additions right now.
Is it listed at 255?
Yeah. Where was this one? I'm going to make sure I didn't cross any major roads because I just realized that Privy's got it crossing here. I don't think I did.
In my opinion, this thing might even be listed at like ARV.
Actually, this one does cross the major road here. So
that could be a comp right there. Sold in April.
It's clean, but I wouldn't say it's up like crazy updated.
No.
Not a lot of pictures either to go off of.
And times have changed since April.
Yeah.
So
I'm thinking our ARV is probably going to be somewhere around 300.
Yeah, I was gonna say you could push it to 300 if you want to try to make this a deal. But to be completely honest with you, this might be something that I pass up just because there's no really strong comps to even support that 300 ARV. You're kind of just hoping it'd be worth that when you're done.
Yeah. Or at least nothing that's sold recently. So,
yeah.
But let's see. Where do you think that we'd have to be on this one?
Let's try it at 300.
Okay, 300. It's only 975 square feet, so you probably have a relatively small rehab budget. I'll run it at 1,000 though.
Cyrus in the chat said about 100K rehab.
Okay, well there you go. That's crazy for a small house like that. That'd be $100 a square foot, but yeah, you're probably gonna want now. If somebody's putting $100,000 into it, you're probably gonna need more than 15% profit on it because that's just a lot of risk.
What's
so
60.
Yeah, 60,000 would be 20%. I think you probably need to be like below 100,000 on this one. Maybe somewhere in the low hundreds, you might find somebody to bite on it, but it's just really not an attractive end product either. So
yeah,
especially if Cyrus is telling us it needs 100K of work, it's just a big project for that small of a house.
Yeah, he's Minnesota is one of his main markets, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So.
Yep. If you guys got deals in Minnesota, hit up Cyrus. He's in the Discord. He's very active in there, so he'll definitely help you guys out with deals.
Yeah, I'll just say get that one right around 100. There was another one that was sent by James Roman. He put the emojis in between them.
I like it.
All right. Yeah, if you want to pop that one up, Jake. 3223. Dignan. Oh, 3223.
Oh, sorry.
Good. Dignan. DIG. Yeah.
Jacksonville.
Yep.
All right. Active for 54 days, so it's been sitting for quite some time. Definitely want to be on the phone with the agent asking why it's been sitting so long. Have you been under contract before? Has it fallen out? Why is nobody interested in it? And honestly, the pictures will probably tell you why nobody's interested in it. Listed at 110,000. It just got dropped 5,000 on the 28th of June. We're a 4-bed, 2-bath, 1,576 square feet, built in 1920, so pretty old. And yeah, we're just pretty beat up on this one. It's just
needs a full gut.
Yeah, it needs some serious work. So let's see what the comps are looking like. I'm actually going to redraw here on Privy. I'm probably looking in this area because I don't want to cross this main Beaver Street here. Oh, yeah, you're right. I don't want to cross Beaver Street. I don't want to cross the 10. I don't want to cross this Lenox Ave. I just want to stay in this specific area.
Yeah.
And I want the most recently sold comps first. And I want stuff that is similar in size. So, okay, this shows that it was sold for $100. I don't believe that.
Deal of a lifetime.
Yeah, for real. If you guys ever find a property for $100, let me or Tanner know. Cash offer, we got you.
Yeah, we got you. We'll close on that one for sure.
Yeah, one day close. Okay, let's see. Here's one. Privy, the data here in Privy shows that this one was bought at $68,000 and sold for $144,000. It's a little bit smaller than us, and it's got one less bathroom, but it sold recently, and I'm interested to see what the inside looks like.
What did they buy this one at?
Shows that they bought it at $68,000.
Okay.
So yeah, it definitely looks. Yeah,
it's always interesting seeing the smaller flips.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. It looks like this one was probably remodeled. I'm curious what this is.
What is this location? Looks like it's on a high school baseball field.
Very big backyard with large gate. Oh, I thought maybe they had like a racetrack in their backyard or something, or a track. But Yeah, very weird location. Is that the house? That can't be the house. No, that's just somewhere around it.
Oh, okay.
I was like, yeah, that can't be right.
I think that'd be a pretty decent comp.
Yeah, I would agree. It's a little bit smaller, so we could maybe assume that ours would sell for a little bit more,
Yeah.
a little bigger. But they are built 28 years newer than us, so might kind of counteract a little bit. Another smaller 3-bed, 1-bath that sold the end of June. No pics. But that one actually sold for more than the one that shows that it's remodeled. So I'd definitely dig into that a little bit more.
Another flip.
Got right another one.
That's like the same price as the other one.
Yeah. No photos, though.
Oh.
But this one was also built in 1920, a 2-bed, 1-bath. Just over 1,000 square feet. Huh.
What is that 200?
These ones are all smaller than us.
This one's a 3.2.
3.2, 1,100 square feet. This one's built in 2017. Not using that.
Yeah.
I'm kind of thinking based on, seeing a 2017 build sell for 210,000 and seeing, a smaller 1,200 sell for, 144. Kind of feeling like we're probably going to be somewhere around 150.
Yeah.
And this one kind of might confirm that here. This one sold back in May.
When was this one built? 1925. There's no way that's original.
No.
Yeah, so that's livable for sure.
Yeah. It's not like brand new or updated by any means, but it looks like it's been maintained. So that one's 150, and we've got another 144. See if there's anything else in that mid 100 range. See, yeah, and then we start getting into stuff that sold back in March, which
160s.
It's just really not going to be a comp anymore. So we got a 3-1, 1,000 square feet, 159. Let's see if there's any pictures. No pictures. Okay.
I would say ARV is 150 to 160.
Yeah. I would probably stick with 150.
Yeah, just to be safe.
We are a little bit bigger, so you maybe could push to 160, but I'm trying to be, as conservative as possible. 1,500 square feet. Again, if you're only going to be selling a house for 150,000, maybe in Phoenix you would put $100,000 into a 1,500 square foot house, but something that you're only going to be selling for 150, you probably need to adjust your rehab prices accordingly.
Yeah.
So I'm going to do 1,576, and I'm going to do that by I'm not too familiar with Jacksonville, so if you're in that market, please drop some comments. Let me know how you guys are running rehab, but I'm going to probably say maybe $25 a square foot, maybe somewhere between 35 to 40,000.
Yeah. I wasn't thinking you need a crazy rehab.
Probably 40. And then profit, you probably want at least 30 at a very, very minimum. Maybe even a little bit more. But yeah, I think you're probably going to have to be somewhere in the ballpark of 50. Honestly, probably right around 50,000. This one just doesn't have a crazy high ARV, honestly.
Yeah, and he said someone asked, what about the 214? 214 or the 215 right there. That's the one built in 2017.
Yeah, this one
or that one. There's no pictures.
This one, I don't know. This one kind of seemed like an outlier as well. I'd be probably more inclined to think ARV was closer to 200 if there were more houses in this size that were selling for that price.
For sure. But yeah, this one just happened to be an outlier, and then there was no pics to go along with it. So we honestly kind of just have to ignore it.
Zillow looks good. Maybe let's check it out.
Oh, they do. They had pictures on Redfin.
Looks like it. This one was built in 1950. We were built in what, 1920?
20 something. That's so old.
So we've got a 30-year difference. I don't know. Like I said, this kind of seems like an outlier to me. That's the way I see it. Maybe you have buyers that like properties that have one comp like this, that they're like, hey, you know, I think I can replicate that. It's also on a 12,000 square foot lot. I don't think that our lot was that big.
Yeah, we're our lot.
It doesn't show our lot size actually, so I take that back. But yeah, built 30 years newer. I don't know. I don't really see a lot of other 215s or 200s. Here we've got this one here. But oh yeah, that was the one that was built in 2017. I just don't think that you can compete with a house that sold in June for that's almost almost 100 years newer.
Like, just from a bird's eye point of view, like, yeah, it looks like it could be worth 200, but you have to have the statistics to prove it. And the outlier just doesn't prove it well enough for a buyer to feel safe enough going into this project.
Yeah. But like I said, all buyers are different. If you have a buyer that'll use a 2017 comp, then by all means, move that ARV up to 200.
For sure.
But that's not something that, you know, I would personally feel comfortable with. So I'm sticking at 150, 160-ish. So yeah, I think you probably need to be around 50, 55 to be making that one work.
And if you know your buyers super well, like Kyle said, by all means, bump it up to 200 and you got yourself a deal.
And then keep that buyer close, because that's good.
For sure. I think we got time for one more. Someone left one in Florida.
Just real quick, I just wanted to point out. So it looks like there's another 205 that's pending, and this one was built in 2022. So yeah, the newer ones for sure are selling in the 200s.
Yeah, but that's a brand new build.
Yep. All right. Any questions in there real quick? Oh wait, what Matt said? He said, if you guys are getting value here, hit that like button. Appreciate it, Matt. Yes, Matt. Please hit that like button. We're trying to grow the channel, provide value to you guys. Give us some feedback. Make sure you give us a follow on Instagram, social media. Join the Asian Investors Discord. Get connected with us and let us know how we can help you guys.
Yeah, and how we can do some deals. Yeah, and leave some feedback so we know how we can better help you guys and answer everybody's questions.
For sure.
But yeah, would you mind putting this one up, Jake, by Ball Plea, the 7231? 7231 Fox Chase Drive in Lakeland, Florida. Listed 4 days ago.
All right. Yep. So we were listed 4 days ago, listed at $225,000, 3-bed, 2-bath, 1,360 square feet, 1983 build, the 14,000 square foot lot.
He said,
what'd they say?
He has ARV around 310 to 330, rehab 40 to 50. All right. Yeah, man. We'll keep that in mind.
What else? His agent has 5 other offers presenting tomorrow evening, thinking my offer should be 175, not expecting to accept. Thoughts? We'll still comp it, see if we agree with you on the numbers. But in that scenario, you kind of just have to feel it out, build that relationship with the agent, ask them, hey, if I were to submit an offer at 175, I know you said you have other offers, but if I were to do that, would that help you show the seller where offers are coming in at? Would that be a low ball? Would that be a waste of their time? What do you think is best? And ask that agent, try to make their life as easy as possible, because then they're going to be like, oh shoot, this guy's trying to make my life easy. He's not just trying to overwhelm me and flood me with low ball offers. Yeah. And who knows, they might be like, yeah, we've got other offers at 200, but they seem like, investors that I don't trust. I don't think they're going to close the deal.
Yeah.
Guess what? Boom. There's your opportunity to step in, build that rapport. Like, yeah, no problem. Let me know what's best for you. I'd be happy to write it up, or just leave it verbal until you give me the green light. So
I agree.
Let's check it out though. Again, I'm going to redraw here. Oh, are we on the other side of this? I missed that. We are on the other side of Duff Road.
Duff Road.
That was a very bad drawing, but that's okay. And we're going to do all activity. So yeah, we're looking for stuff, anywhere between, 1,200 to up to maybe a max of 1,500 square feet here.
Yeah.
Similar bed bath count, similar years. So I'm just kind of going through, making sure I'm not wasting my time looking at stuff that was sold several months ago or that is just not in the ballpark of being a comp. So I'd say these ones will fit. This one's probably going to be a little bit too big, way too big.
Yeah, I say 1,500 max.
There's probably a good one to take a look at. They show that this one was bought at $243, sold at $330.
We can look at the 1678 one too.
We'll take a look at that. And that should probably give us a decent amount of data to go through.
Yeah.
All right. So you've got a 1,200 square feet, built in 1997. So a couple years newer. Was that 15 years newer? Okay. Yeah, this one looks like it's probably pretty similar from the late 90s when it was built.
Yeah.
And
sold for 300 this month.
Let's see, 250, 3.2, also 1997 build. No pictures on that one, but sold for 250. This one's built in 2000. We're starting to get that's probably a little bit outside of the range that we can use. Yeah. Plus that one's a 2.2. But actually, let's just take a look at it. Let's see. 74 photos. Holy cow.
No, I think they're 17 years newer than I think would be fine to use a one from 2000.
My general rule of thumb is I don't use anything that's more than 9 years different, either older or newer. But it's still good to have a point of reference and knowing that hey, despite this one being 17 years newer, I know that it sold at 330 and this is the condition that it's in. And nine years isn't a hard and fast rule. That's kind of just where I draw the line personally when I'm comping deals. But all right, so got an idea of what a 2.2 like that would look like. $359.
4.2, a bit bigger than us.
Yep.
It's that garage. I liked it.
Again, nothing looking too shiny, fancy, and new in here. That one sold back in May. Let's check this one out.
3.3.
Built in 2001. Okay. But I'm wondering, I don't think we've seen one that's hey, this is definitely been renovated. This one has a pool.
I don't even think this one was renovated. Maybe just a nice build.
Honestly, it just looks like it's been kind of well maintained over the last 20 years.
For sure.
285. All right, now we're talking. We got a 3.2, 1,300 square feet.
There we go.
A little bit older than us. Sold for 285. Ah, damn, no pictures.
No pics.
So it kind of seems like the stuff that's in the 1,500 to 1,600 range is selling in the mid threes.
Yeah, no,
that's a little bit newer than us.
Yeah, I noticed everything that's in the mid threes too was all of those ones that were built in 2001.
Yeah. Which again, I don't think that's going to affect our ARV horrendously. It's not going to bring us down by $50,000 or anything, but it's just, more something to keep in mind too for the, for the rehab. In this case, 1983 to 2000, you're probably not going to have any crazy major differences, but yeah, just something to keep in mind.
Let's
see what this 250 one is. No pictures. If I had more time, we could go to the external listing on all of them and see if there were photos, but it just takes a little bit too long.
Yeah.
I don't know. Right off the bat, this one's stumping me a little bit.
Yeah,
we're kind of getting back into April now, so probably stay about here. I think I've got my number in my head. What are you thinking?
I was thinking 300.
I was thinking maybe even a little bit higher than that. I was thinking maybe like 315.
Okay.
And the only reason that I say that is because, you've got this one that was built in 2000. This one has one less bedroom than us, but it's the same square footage. And it was decently nice. It was nice, even though it wasn't brand new. So yeah, I think you could probably get pretty close to the ballpark of this one. Maybe take a little bit off of ARV.
I can agree with 315.
Then you also have the 390, which again, that one's a 3.3 2001, a little bit bigger with a pool. But that's why I'm kind of taking quite a chunk off of that one.
Yeah.
And then you've got this 300. This one's smaller than us with one less bedroom. So I think maybe we could push a little bit past this one. So
I agree.
315. Then we're 1360 square feet. What do you think on rehab?
Did we have pictures of it?
I think so.
Definitely needs some work. Yeah, it's all original.
Yeah, I'm probably. I don't know. What do you think?
I think it needs a little more than just cosmetic. It looks like the landscaping needs to be cleaned up. Maybe even take that fence completely out. Yeah, I would go more than just a cosmetic. What do you think?
I ran it at like 55,000, and that put us at about 75. But I'd probably put in a little bit more, like Tanner said, for landscaping and whatnot. So yeah, I think maybe around 85.
Yeah, I think that'd be solid.
80, 85 even.
I think 80 is good.
Okay.
Profit on that.
Profit on that one, you're probably gonna want like 50, maybe 55.
I think someone would be happy with 50.
Yeah, maybe 55.
Let's go 55.
Yeah, I'd probably be offering right around 140. I think is where you'd probably be pretty good on that one.
Yeah. And they're listed at 225.
225. So this is one, they were only listed 4 days ago. I know you said 175 was a good offer. I think that might be a little bit high. I'd probably be looking closer to 140. But again, talk to that agent, see where they're getting offers at, and see how you can best help them out, and then build that relationship, keep them in your back pocket, and maybe they'll bring you deals before they hit the market next time.
Yeah, that's for sure. Just maybe even call them up and just tell them like you were really interested in this one, but you may not be able to compete with those other offers you have, and you want to make the next one work, and that's usually how it goes.
Cool. Thanks, Matt. We appreciate it. We hope you guys are getting value out of this. It is 4:00 Arizona time, so that is about all that we have time for. We really appreciate you guys. We hope that you're getting a lot out of this. There's tons of links and stuff that we talk about on here. They'll all be in the description below. Connect with us on social media. Let us know how we can help you guys out. Connect with buyers. I run the dispo for the team, so if you're wondering how can you find buyers, let me know.
I do acquisition, so if you ever need a buy number, you just need help checking out a deal, you have a random question, you can always go on the Discord, like I always say. And we also have an email called deals@34holdings.com if you have it in an email format and you want to send it over.
Yep, Tanner's in that deals email all day long. So
yes, sir.
He'll be the one seeing those.
Sir.
If you guys are interested in taking the next step in your real estate investing and you would like to invest in the Agent Investors course, we've got a link below. I've got a discount code. Use code Kyle. You guys will get $150 off of your purchase. And this course is really great for if you're wanting to learn how to efficiently work with agents, do on-market deals. Ryan does a great job of teaching all that in his course, and that's how me and Tanner are where we are at now. So,
yes, sir.
Hope this was valuable, and hope you guys have a great rest of your week.
One more question before we dip. Someone said, "How do I get to Discord? I joined the live late."
Jake, what's the best way for them to join the Discord?
Ryan's IG bio.
Okay, so go to Ryan Zolin's Instagram bio. I think it's in mine. I don't know if it's in yours as well, but agentinvestors.com/Discord as well. That'll also be able to get you in there. And I think we'll put it in the description on this video as well. So
yeah, we'll make sure you'll be able to find it, man. But with that being said, thank you guys so much.
No problem. Have a great rest of your week.
Yes, sir. See you guys.